Okay, so I'm going to be showing you how to find the lateral area and surface area of a prism. The lateral area of a prism can be calculated by multiplying the perimeter of the base by the height of the prism. So let's say that this is 6 and this is 15. So to find the lateral area, you'll multiply 6 by the number of edges on the bottom, which is 5, times 15, which is the height, which would equal 450. So the lateral area would equal 450. Okay. And to find the surface area, it can be found by adding the lateral area to the area of the two bases. So to find the area of the two bases, since this whole thing equals 360, you would divide 360 by 5, which would equal 72. So this would equal 72. And then when you cut this in half, each angle would be 36 degrees. And then you would focus on this triangle. So this would be 36, this would be 90, and then this is 6, so you would divide it by 2 to get this, so 3, and then we'll call this x. So then we would use tangent. When you calculate that, x would be equal to 4. And to find the area of this triangle, you would do 1/2 times 4. Then you'd multiply 6 by 2 to get 12, and 12 times 5 to get 60. So the area would be equal to 60. Once you find the area of the triangle, you can now find the surface area by doing 450 plus 60 squared, because there's two bases. So that would be equal to 570, which would be the surface area.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to find the area of a regular polygon. And today we'll be using a hexagon. You first need to divide the shape into triangles at each vertice. And we'll make each length measure 4 centimeters. You then divide 360 by the number of triangles, which would get you 60 since it's a hexagon and you have 6 triangles. From here, you divide the 60 by 2, which equals 30. Next, you divide the length of one side by 2. So with this 30 degrees, you can split this triangle in half and create a 30, 60, 90 triangle. And since you have 4, you divide that by 2, which equals 2, and that's the length of this. And then 2 square root of 3 is the length of this, as we've learned from 30, 60, 90 triangles. And so now you're going to find the area of this triangle. The formula is 1/2 base times height, and which would equal 1/2 times 2 times 2 square root of 3, which equals 3.46. Now, to get the area of that triangle, we're going to double that number, which gives us 6.93. 6 sides, 6 triangles, because it's a hexagon. You multiply the number by 6, so times 6, and you get 41.57.
I'm going to show you how to use the net and formula to find the lateral area and surface area of a prism. So I'm going to be showing you with a cylinder first. So we're going to do 2 pi radius times height, and this will give us this area right here. So we have 10 as the height and then 3 as the radius. Then we can plug it into 2 pi times 3 times 10 And this is going to be 60 pi. But if we're just using 3.14, then it would be 2 times 3.14 times 3 times 10, which is going to give us 188.4. Okay, so now that we've found the lateral area, we can find the surface area. So for the surface area, we're going to need to use the equation 2 pi r squared, which is going to find the area of one of these circles. So we're going to do 2 pi times 3 squared, which is going to give us 18 pi. If we do it in terms of 3.14 as pi, then we would do 2 times 3.14 times 3 squared, which is going to give us 56.52. So to find the surface area, we're going to add the lateral area, 188.4, plus 56.52 plus 56.52, which will give us 301.44. So that's how you get the lateral area and surface area of a cylinder. Using formulas and nets, we can find the lateral area and surface area of a cube as well. So to find the area of this section here, which will give us the lateral area, we can call this length. And to find the length, it would be the equivalent of if each one of these was A times 4. So if A is equal to 4, it would be 4 times 4, which is 16. And then we would do 16 times 4, which is 64. Then if we want to find the surface area, we would need to do the base times height of the base. So if this is a cube, then this would be 4 as well. So it would be 4 times 4, which is equal to 16 as the area of this. To find the surface area, we're going to do 16 plus 16 plus the lateral area, so 64, which is going to give us 96. So for the surface area, we have 96.